Hello guys, for this video, let's continue our discussion on the different tests concerning two means. On the first video natin, in a three-part series, yung first video is about population versus sample. We have a large group, population, and we have a smaller group taken from the population, yung ating sample. So each of the sets of data na yan, may kanya-kanyang mean and standard deviation. And we wish to compare kung may difference ba or wala yung ating population and the sample. So this time naman, two independent groups. Okay, so magkaiba ito. Still two groups, however, independent ang groups na ito. Okay, so pag sinabing independent, magkaiba na group. Okay, so let's say we have two sets of data, male and female. These are two independent groups because magkaiba ang male, magkaiba ang female. Okay? So unlike dun sa first video natin, the same group, okay? Population, the same, let's say all males. Then ang kanyang sample, all males pa rin taken from the population. So the same population pero iba lang. We have the population, ang mas malaking group, then sample, ang smaller group. Pero the same type of people or respondents or research unit. So dito sa ating discussion for this video, independent groups, magkaibang grupo. Okay? So yan, let's recall lang yung ating hypothesis testing and then yung ating sample problems later on. So the first step is to state the null and the alternative hypothesis. Step 2, state the level of significance, either 0.05 or 0.01. Step 3, let's draw or determine the critical region as well as the critical values. Step 4 is to compute the statistic, yung ating computation na part. So this time, medyo iba na or magkaiba na yung ating formula na gagamitin compared with the population versus mean na test. That's why kailangang maintindihan muna natin kung ano yung appropriate na test, para yung appropriate na equation is magamit natin. So iba yung equation ng test for the population versus mean against dito sa two independent groups. So that is step 4, yung ating computation. Step 5 is the decision. Okay, so the same criteria pa rin. Z-test siya pag greater than 30 yung ating samples. Okay, and the standard deviation of population is known, and two means taken from the same population. That is in the case yung sa unang video. Okay, so still we use the normal curve area for the z-test. Okay, ang method of test for t-test naman, ang criteria less than 30 ulit. So that is the first thing to find sa problem. Pag greater than or less than 30, greater than or equal or greater than, that is z-test automatically. Pag less than 30, t-test agad. Okay? The standard deviation of the population is not known, and this is used to compare means of independent samples or correlated samples. Yung ating third video is all about correlated samples naman. Okay, so we still be using the same critical values of t or the same tabular values. So yan, ano yung ating population, ano yung ating computation, na part for this one. So we have for the z-test, okay, so since dalawa yung ating means na i-compare, so we can expect na meron tayong dalawang means, dalawang standard deviation. So sa z-test formula, we have mean 1 minus mean 2 minus the difference. Okay? So ito yung difference na gusto nating i-test, and normally we just assume na 0 yung difference. Di ba nga meron tayong dalawang means? Okay? So kung i-compare natin sila, may difference silang dalawa. Okay? And that is what we want to test. But in this case, in all our problems later on, we will assume na 0 yung kanilang difference or walang difference yung dalawa. Okay? So we will not assume any value for the difference of the two means. Okay, we just simply assume na walang difference, or walang iti-test na difference yung ating two means. So we simply use the 0 value. Okay, so divided by the square root of yan. So for the first set of data, standard deviation squared over the n plus the standard deviation squared ng second set of data over ang kanyang n. Okay, medyo mahaba tingnan yung ating equation, but madali namang intindihin. For t-test naman, mas mahaba-haba, that is t score is equal to sample mean ng first minus sample mean ng pangalawa over this very long expression na yan. Okay? So, ayan, yung still yung ating n, kung ilan yung ating samples sa first group. No? Yung s naman is for the second group, first group na standard deviation. Okay? So, in this part, we have number of samples sa second group and the standard deviation for the second group. Okay? So, paano ang grouping nito? This is actually arbitrary. So, bahala na kayo na as the researcher or reader kung ano yung i-distinguish, no, or ilalagay na group 1 and group 2. Okay? So, regardless kung ano yung pagkaka-assign, we will be yielding, no, or mag-end up pa rin tayo sa parehong result, no? Regardless kung ano yung ating na-assign at na-assign na set 2. Okay? So for t-test, ang kanyang degrees of freedom n plus 1 plus n sub 1 plus n sub 2 minus 2. Okay? Ang standard deviation lang because normally hindi binibigay ang standard deviation pag samples. So we have to compute that one, that is equal to the square root ng summation ng values minus the standard deviation squared over n minus 1. Okay, so the same na kung ano na idea sa ating previous video. So we still have to write down kung ano yung ating mga hypotheses. Okay? So yan, let's have a problem. Okay, so in a study to test whether there is a difference between the average heights of adult females born in two different countries, random samples yield the following results. So ito naman are heights, no, na gusto nating i-test. Okay, so average height yan ng mga females ng dalawang countries. So these are two independent groups. Kahit na female sila, pero galing sila sa dalawang countries. So they are not, they did not come from the same population. No? Magkaibang groups or set of samples sila. So we have two countries, two independent groups, and we want to compare yung heights ng mga female. Okay? So, sa first country, 120 females ang tinest, 62.7 inches yung kanilang height. Ang standard deviation is 2.5. Sa kabilang country naman, 150, ang average height nila 61.8 and 2.62 yung kanilang standard deviation. And use the 0.05 level of significance to test the null hypothesis that the corresponding population means are equal against the alternative that they are not equal. So it is clear sa problem, yung ating alternative will be not equal. So write down muna natin yung ating mga given. Ang country 1, 120 samples. Ang country 2, 150 samples naman. Ang height sa country 1, 62.7 with a standard deviation of 2.5. Sa kabilang country, 61.8 ang height with a standard deviation of 2.62. Okay, nasa problem na, it's very clear. Yung alternative natin, they are significantly different. Okay, so hindi sinabing taller or shorter. Okay, so however, no, sinabi lang na they are significantly different or magkaiba yung kanilang maging heights. Okay? So, yung ating null is not significantly different. So, hindi magkakaiba yung kanilang heights. That's why nga dito sa ating expression ng null hypothesis, x sub 1 minus x sub 2 is equal to 0. Kasi if we rewrite that one, that is x sub 1, no? X sub 1 is simply equal to x sub 2. So, ibig sabihin yan, magkakapareho lang yung kanilang height. Sa alternative naman, we want to test na hindi sila magkakapareho ng height. So that is x sub 1 is simply not equal to x sub 2. Hindi sinabing taller or shorter. So not equal lang. So x sub 1 is not equal to x sub 2. Okay? So, yan, that is another way of writing our null and alternative hypothesis. That is step 1. Step 2, ang ating standard level of significance. So, sa problem, sinabi na 0.05 yung ating level of significance. Step 3 is i-draw yung ating curve. Okay? So, 0.05 divide 2, that is 0.025. Itong area na yan, 0.025. Okay? So, yung unshaded na area is 0.475. Okay? So, looking at the table, yung ating 0.475, that is equal to 1.96 and negative 1.96 naman on the left side. Okay? So, step 4 is to compute the z-score or the statistic. Okay? So, ayan, so we have the formula. Okay, na medyo mahaba-haba, and we simply plug in yung ating mga values given naman sa problem. So we have 62.7 minus 61.8 minus, okay, always 0 yung ating sigma dyan or yung ating difference, minus 0, divided by the square root of 2.5 squared over 120 plus 2.62 squared over 150. Just plug in yung ating mga values that we write down kanina sa ating given. Okay, so a simple plug-in of values lang and then computation. So the answer for that is 2.988. So saan makikita ang 2.88? It can be found on this part of the curve. Okay, so what is this part? That is the shaded region or that is the rejection area. So pag nasa shaded or rejection area, ibig sabihin we reject the null hypothesis. Okay. So, since 2.88 is greater than 1.96, we reject the null hypothesis. Okay? So, ano ang null? Equal sila ng height. So, i-reject natin. Ibig sabihin yung ating decision or conclusion, there is significant difference. So, magkaiba yung heights ng mga women from the two countries. Okay? So, ayan, we still follow the 5-step na procedure in answering our problem. So this time, 2 sample sets na independent groups. Okay? So yan, let's have another problem to illustrate further yung ating test. So sa problem na to, the following random samples are measurements of the heat producing capacity. Okay? So this time, heat producing capacity naman ng coal specimen from 2 mines. Okay? May dalawang minahan. Nag-test ng tigli-5 na specimen in order to test or to measure yung kanilang heat producing capacity. So for mine 1, these are the values: 84, 7,860, 8,230, 7,930, and 8,380. For mine 2 naman, 7,510, 8,070, 7,690, 7,660, and 7,720. Okay, and we use the 0.05 level of significance to test whether the difference between the two means is significant. Okay, so walang sinabing equal or less yung isang mine, not significant lang yung dalawa. I think that's clear, no? Na hindi siya unidirectional, hindi siya one-tailed test, no? Because hindi sinabing less or more. Okay, so ayan, so in this problem, walang binigay na mean, walang binigay na standard deviation. Ibig sabihin, we have to compute those values first. Okay, so we have to solve for the means and the standard deviation. Okay, so medyo mahaba-haba yung process because we have to compute them first. So for the mine 1 or the first mine, yung kanyang mean are simply the average of these 5 values. So we have 84 plus 8230 plus 8,380, 7,060 plus 7,930 divide 5 or 8,160 yung kanyang mean. At the standard deviation is simply square root ng summation. Summation ng lahat ng differences. Okay, this is the value. For the first value, 84 minus the mean 8,160 quantity squared. And then plus yung difference naman ng next, 8,230 minus 8,160 quantity squared ulit, plus the third value, we have 8,380 minus 8,160 squared. Okay, plus the fourth value, same thing, difference squared, and then last value, difference, then squared. The total is i-divide natin sa n minus 1. N is kung ilan yung ating samples. That is 5 minus 1 or 4. So yung kanyang standard deviation is 251.89. Okay, for the second mine, so the same set, no, or the same process. Kunin muna yung ating mean. So the mean is 7,510 plus 7,690 plus 7,720 plus 8,070 plus 7,660 divided by 5. Okay, so ang average or the mean is 7,730. Okay, so the same way kanina sa pagkuha ng standard deviation, square root ng mga differences ng values squared, then add. Okay, so for the first value, 7,510 minus the mean squared plus second value 7,610 minus the mean squared plus the third value difference squared plus the fourth value difference squared plus fifth value difference squared divided by n minus 1 or 5 minus 1. So the answer for that is 206.52. Okay, so meron na tayong mean and standard deviations. Okay, so ating lang i-rewrite to simplify. So yung ating mine 1 is n ang kanyang samples, 5 ang kanyang samples, ang mine 2 5 din. Ang mean for mine 1 is 8,160 with a standard deviation of 251.89. Yung mine 2 7,730, standard deviation is 206.52. Okay? So sa problem, walang sinabing less than or greater. So therefore, yung ating alternative will simply be significantly different. Okay? So the mean heat capacity of the coals are significantly different or hindi sila equal. Okay? So hindi sinabing greater yung isa, hindi sinabing less than yung isa. Not equal lang sila or not significantly different. Okay, so we could rewrite our alternative hypothesis that way. So, yung mean 1 is not equal to mean 2. So, opposite of that is our alternative hypothesis. So, yung ating means are equal. So, ibig sabihin, pareho lang ang heat capacity ng mga coal from the two mines. So, equal lang sila for the null. Ang alternative, not equal. That is step 1. Step 2, the level of significance, or that is 0.05, nasa problem. Ang step 3 is the critical region. Okay, so ating formula for the DF is N1 plus N2 minus 2. So we have N1 na 5 plus N2 na 5 minus 2 is 8. So if we look at the table, yung ating DF is 8. Ang alpha natin is 0.05 divide 2. This is two-tailed test ulit. Okay? So, meron tayong shaded area at two ends of the curve. Okay? 0.05 over 2 is 0.025. Okay? So, for our 0.025, ito siya na area or na part of our table. So, ang kanyang T value is 2.306. Okay, so 2.31, no? I-simplify lang. Sa right side, positive 2.31. Sa kabilang side is negative 2.31. Okay, so ayan. So this is now our shaded region, yung ating both ends of the curve. Step 4 is to compute for the T. Okay, so using the formula na masyadong mahaba, okay, just plug in our values dyan. Since we have already computed them, so i-plug in ang ating mga values and our T is equal to 2.95. Okay? So saan makikita ang 2.95? Okay? So ang 2.95 is okay, nasa dito na side. Okay? So how do we interpret that one? That is greater than the T. Okay? So, since our T is greater than, okay, so sorry for this one. So, this is greater than. Since ang 2.95 is greater than 2.31, reject because nasa rejection area siya. Therefore, may significant difference yung heat capacity ng dalawang coal mines. Okay? So, ayan ang challenge na part with the t-test. Since walang binigay na mean and standard deviation, so we first have to compute those values first before we could proceed with the 5-step na process or procedure in testing the two independent groups. Okay? So, ayan, before we end, let's have another example. Okay? So, in a packing plant, a machine packs cartons with jars. It is supposed that a new machine, okay, may bagong machine, at sinasabi it will pack faster than the, on average, than the machine currently used. And to test the hypothesis, the times it takes each machine to pack 10, so like 10 testing, and the results are recorded in the table. Okay, so sa new machine, ito yung kanyang mga packing time. Okay, old machine naman, ito ang kanyang mga packing time din. Okay, so ito seconds. Okay, so ayan, so we want to compare kung may difference ba or wala yung kanilang packing time. Okay. So, ayan sa problem, no? Okay, sorry. So, for this one, yung ating gustong i-test pala is will pack faster. So, not significantly or meron ba or walang difference, but the new machine will pack faster. Okay? So, yeah, the keyword, it will pack faster. Mas mabilis yung pag-pack ng ating bagong machine. Okay, since walang given ulit na mean and standard deviation, the first thing is to compute for the standard deviations. Okay, so ayan. Okay, so ayan, assuming no na we are able to compute them, yung ating new machine is 42.14, yung kanyang mean. 10 values, ang standard deviation is 0.6835. For the old mean, we have 43.23 n na values or n samples and 0.7499 yung kanyang standard deviation. So t-test because yung ating total na samples is less than 30. Okay? So yan yung ating mga means which are pre-computed na. So I leave that sa inyo to compute the values. Ating alternative, okay, so yung ating assumption, the new machine will pack faster. Mas mabilis siyang mag-pack. So kung mas mabilis ang pag-pack, less time. Okay? So let's not confuse, hindi ibig sabihin na pack faster, greater. So it's less than ang ating time. So if we let yung ating x sub 1, no, or ang ating 1 as the new machine, and 2 naman is the old machine, therefore, yung mean ng ating new must be less than sa old. Okay? Or mu1 is less than the mu2. Okay? Ito yung ating alternative. So, the opposite of this one is greater than and equal. Okay? So, yung ating new machine is greater than or equal yung packing time niya compared with the old machine. So, if we rewrite the equations or the expressions, so ito yung alternative na way of writing them. Okay, mu1 minus mu2 is greater than or equal to 0. That is for the null hypothesis. Mu1 minus mu2 is less than naman to 0 for alternative hypothesis. That is step 1, our hypothesis. Step 2 is to write down yung ating level of significance. Nasa problem, 0.05. Okay? Step 3 is to draw our critical region. Okay? So, yan, sa ating table, so we have to find the DF first, N1 plus N2 minus 2, that is 10 plus 10 minus 2 or 18. So, sa ating table, we have 18 na DF. Okay? So, ayan, this is one-tailed test because our alternative hypothesis is less than. Okay? So, one-tailed test. Okay, so ang 0.05 natin is 1.734064. Okay, so kung i-draw natin sa ating curve, okay, so less siya, so therefore nasa left side. Okay, so same with all our problems before. Pag less, nasa left side. Pag greater than, nasa right side. Okay, So, nasa left side siya because less, and based sa ating t value sa ating table, so we have 1.73 nasa left side, so that's why negative. T is negative 1.734064. Okay? So, computing our t score, so i-plug in lang yung ating mga values. So, our value or our computed value is 3.4 negative. So, where can we find the negative 3.4? So, negative 3.4 can be found here. Okay? So, nasa rejection side siya or nasa shaded area. Since nasa shaded area siya, therefore, we have to reject the null hypothesis. Or, i-accept natin yung alternative, ating alternative, the new machine packs faster or it packs with less time compared with the old machine. Okay, so mas mabilis yung ating new machine compared with the old machine. Okay, so that's how we compare two independent groups. Okay, so for our third video, yung correlated samples naman.